Hey guys, this is Andrew Palustre, and this is my drawing for our 21st century drawing video discussion as part of our EME2040 course. So with my drawing, I am going to discuss why ISTE standards are important and how my drawing manages to illustrate them. So as we know, ISTE standards are the foundation for how we learn today in the 21st century, or how we as educators also educate inside of the classroom in a technology-driven world. Why are ISTE standards so important? Well, for one, they empower learners. It's the only roadmap to empowering learners, to teach them how to be responsible digital citizens, to teach them how to collaborate with peers, to teach them how to drive their own learning, and just move away from the traditional teaching methods that, in my opinion, when you're inside a classroom, sometimes the teacher just rambles on and on and on, and you might get bored. Well, that's a little off topic. Let me talk about my drawing a little bit and how it illustrates the ISTE standards. So, here to begin with, this is all kind of a setup for a secondary mathematics class. So, it could be a middle school math class or it could be a high school math class. So, you will notice here that I actually drew a sun with some clouds outside and a little window. So crazy idea, I got this from a math professor that I had at Miami-Dade Hialeah campus, and she says that whenever you open the window, the sun gives you natural light, which allows you to think better. A little off topic, but just a little fun fact. So right here, I've illustrated actually kind of a imitation of a blackboard where I actually put the lecture. We talk about 6.1 polynomials, and you see this is kind of the lecture, which is showing the students all about what they need to know about polynomials. We show them this, we show them that, we show them that, and then in the little bottom we write a little message that says woohoo for math. Now, in the other half of the blackboard, we see our task to do. So you see how it instructs them to take notes on the lecture, to watch a Brain Pop video, because why not? Brain Pop is super fun, guys. Nobody outgrows Brain Pop, we grew up with it. So, and also to work with some of our groups on solving problems on Khan Academy. As you can see here, they're actually in this little Apple laptop. I made it space gray. I'll explain that in a moment. So this is also a certain foundation of why ISTE standards are important, because we are exposing these kids into technology. Now, moving away from that, I also gave it a little fun name. I called it the Think-tastic board. Kind of fantastic, but Think-tastic board. Little off topic. So now we look at right here what I was mainly talking about. We have a group of 4 students right here. So they have their own little individual piece of papers with a laptop in the middle. This laptop, they're meant to do Khan Academy exercises, watch their Brain Pop videos, something that just engages them in technology, which is something that they're already exposed to outside of the classroom. And here you see a little bit of dialogue around them, that they're talking about a problem that they're solving and all that, which is one of the most important ISTE standards as well, which is collaboration with peers. So this is not only engaging students to work together, but if you think about it, it also gives them that kind of intrinsic motivation that they're doing this for a purpose. Not that because they're there just to pass an end of the year course exam. It doesn't work that way. We need to engage these students a little bit more, and that's what the ISTE standards actually illustrates the most for our 21st century learner, to empower them. So kind of a fun fact, and this is supposed to be me, with a little dialogue. I call them my math geniuses, like the genius bar. I set a whole theme kind of like based outside of like outer space. Like you see a little rocket, and then I put here 21st century. Let's build a rocket ship with math. Now that's another thing I want to talk about. The whole thing going back to engaging and empowering students, for them not to only feel that they have to pass an end of the year course exam, but it just engages them to do more with it, to think outside the box. Why do we use this? Why is it important that we should work in groups? Why should we take it outside of the classroom? How can I use it to become a leader in my own community? So now if we move around here, this is also my little desk I illustrated. I'm not a great artist, but I did my best. So I called it Mr. Palustre's Command Center for your spectacular learning needs. This is the Research and Development SmartPad, where we actually have another group of 4 students right here. And then at the same time that these are actually working with problems, my little genius bars here, my math geniuses, we have a research and development smart pad, which we kind of have, it's kind of a knockoff version if you think about it of the Promethean board, but at the same time, it's kind of fun because we engage students also using technology with a smart board, and you see them, and I call it the Research Development Center for Rocket Ship Building. So you see them researching formulas to kind of work around mathematical modeling of certain word problems. So then whenever these students come up with something, they transfer it over here to the other group and they work together in order to find a solution and tell the professor, or the teacher in this case, which is me. So that's basically it, guys. This is my entire ISTE standards drawing. Like I said, it's not so good. I'm not the best artist, but just the fact that it illustrates how the 21st century learner learns today, or how I would imagine that that technology would be inside the classroom in a couple of years down, since we're advancing into a technology-driven world. This is a whole scenario of them being engaged in a technology-driven world, and how we can empower not only 21st century learners, but also to centuries to come. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, not a very good, and maybe you don't like math, but you can like my video. So thank you guys for watching and have a great night.